rocks, yeah, we got music with rocks in it, oh yeah, rocks in the music, yeah, we got rocks in the music, rocks in the music, yeah, it's soul music, baby, yeah! Alright, so let's talk music. Who doesn't love music? Whether that's classical rock, country, pop, dance, whatever. We all love music in some form. At least most of us do. So we're going to talk today about soul music by Terry Pratchett. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. You can join me down on the Discord as well as my bookstagram. I'd love to have you over on Discord. That'll be linked below. So definitely check that out. So, Soul Music by Terry Pratchett from the Discworld series of books. If you've been following the channel, you know I've been reading a Discworld book every single month. That's the objective. And Soul Music doesn't disappoint. Like all Terry Pratchett books, it is absolutely hilarious. So this book is all about the invention of music with rocks in it, or rock and roll as we know it, has come to the Discworld. And it is absolutely hilarious. Terry Pratchett pokes fun at a lot of different things with respect to music, the music industry's culture, the idea of music should be free versus music that you have to pay for. And it's kind of got that whole contrast between the two. And like most Terry Pratchett books, this one is all about poking fun at the particular industry that it's focused on. And of course, soul music, as you can see on the cover, we got Death riding a motorcycle. So this Death is involved. Death has actually gone missing, and it's actually his granddaughter that had to take up the role of Death. But his granddaughter, Susan, doesn't like what she's seeing as part of this role. She doesn't like to see how people are dying unfairly and unjustly. And the story focuses around Susan, Death's granddaughter, who has now taken on the role of Death, trying to prevent the death of one of our newfound Music with Rocks in It star, who is being basically overcome and overpowered by the music, where it's taking his life and he's going to die as a result of the music. In the meantime, we've of course got Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler, who is decided he's going to take over management of all the new Music with Rocks in It bands. Music with Rocks in It. Where does Terry Pratchett come out with this stuff? Seriously, music with rocks in it? It's just kind of ridiculous way to think of rock music in general. But anyway, Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler has decided to take over the industry, essentially, and he's become the band manager for a whole bunch of different bands. And he is going against the Music Guild, who doesn't think music should be given away for free. But Cut Me Own Throat Dibblers decided to set up a free music festival where he's going to sell a whole bunch of merchandise and food while the bands play for free, so that he could make a bunch of money on the side. And of course, all the bands are getting involved in this, and it's just between Death missing and Susan wanting to stop the death of certain people because she doesn't think it's fair they should have to die yet, and eventually Death coming back into the picture. No, we gotta do this job right. Just everything is just absolutely hilarious, as is typical with Terry Pratchett and his books with the whole Discworld. It just makes fun of everything, and this is absolutely a hilarious read. Terry Pratchett pokes fun in all kinds of genres of music with this. There's two parts in this book that I thought were absolutely hilarious, and there's just these quick little quippy type jokes that Terry Pratchett is known for within his Discworld that is happening here. One of them is there's this scene where one character is basically yelling at another character. So I'll just quickly read this little part to you because I think it's absolutely hilarious. And you know, just the quick little jabs and poking fun and the references to certain things within the rock and roll industry that I think we could all pick up on, at least most of us. Anyway, you always try to stop me doing anything I want. There's no need to take that tone with me. Huh, you never listen to anything I say. And I don't see why I shouldn't wear what I like. Ridicule glittered around the room. This room is a total mess, he bellowed. Tidy it up right now. Darn it. Then it's no more Music with Rocks in It for you, young man. Ridgely slammed the door behind him. He slammed it open again and added, and I never gave you permission to paint it black. I love that. I mean, just that classic reference to the Rolling Stones song Painted Black. You know, Just the references there are hilarious. I see a red door and I want it painted black. I love that reference to that classic song within this book. And that's just one example. There's also a reference to U2 even within this, except it's called And You instead of U2. So he pokes fun at that and kind of makes reference to classics like U2. There's another point in this book where just one character offhandedly comments, whoever heard of a singer with a glove? I mean, who could take seriously a singer with a glove? and I mean, that's kind of paraphrased, but that's the gist of it. I mean, we all know what that would be poking fun at and making reference to with comments like that as well within this book. And the whole industry is just made fun of within this book, Soul Music by Terry Pratchett. I mean, honestly, if you've not read Discworld, if you haven't gotten into Discworld, I really think you need to get into Discworld, because there are so many things within his books, and there's over 40 of them, and they're all short books. They're not very long reads at all. This one is actually, this is probably one of the longer books of Discworld at 78 pages or whatever it is. At 370-ish pages anyway, this is actually probably one of the longer Discworld books out there by Terry Pratchett. So they're actually not very big books at all. And what they get into, the way he makes fun of pop culture and everything surrounding his stories and the things that he's poking fun at, it's just absolutely hilarious. And definitely the way he expresses himself within this book, music is our soul, music is artistic, and let the creativity flow. And then, of course, poking fun at the whole industry, the idea of music shouldn't be free versus music should be free, and even the recording industry, where they trap the music in these magical boxes. The music's trapped, that they could hear it anytime they want, kind of thing. All around, funny, hilarious read. If you haven't read Discworld, check it out. Read Discworld, read Soul Music. What are you waiting for? This series is hilarious and one of the best, most comedic, yet inspiring and complicated, well, not complicated, like the stories themselves are really simple, but the social, political, and economic commentary Terry Pratchett puts within his books just makes it so worthwhile, and you really need to check it out. So those are my thoughts on Soul Music by Terry Pratchett from the Discworld series. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me if you read this or any of the Discworld, tell me what your thoughts on it, I want to hear from you. So like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, join me on the Discord, join me on my bookstagram. I'll have that link below. I'll have the Terry Pratchett playlist link below as well. Check them all out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep on reading. Bye!